Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and former Vice President Kamala Harris is going all in on Joe Biden. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. The former Vice President is not happy with the former president, her former boss. And it's interesting because at the end of his presidency, everybody turned on him. And he's not talking to any of them. He hasn't talked to Nancy Pelosi since. A whole plethora of people he hasn't talked to since. And now it looks like Kamala Harris is twisting the screws en route to what I believe will be her versus AOC for the party nomination in 2028. And we've heard from AOC today from Axios on AOC, that's apparently what she's looking at. Now, I would posit a guess here that AOC would be the third woman to try for the presidency and fail. But that's not because they're women. It's because they have bad ideas. And, but I don't know. Our country's drifting so far towards communism. I don't know. I digress. Kamala Harris, in a new excerpt from her book, was absolutely beside herself that Joe Biden called her on the night of her debate with President Donald Trump, arguably the most important night of her life, at least politically, to complain that he heard through the grapevine that she was talking trash on him behind his back. Now, according to Harris, this flummoxed her for the entire debate. She couldn't believe that Joe Biden was thinking only about himself and all about himself. But of course he is. He's a Democrat, and he's Joe Biden. You know who he is. I want you guys to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Run for governor of Minnesota. I need your help.
Oh, I see what he did there. It's not just Waltz getting bombed in the book. Kamala's dragging the big guy tail. Right before her debate with Trump, Kamala said Joe Biden called her, but it wasn't a pep talk. Shh. Joe said he talked to his brother, who told him Kamala was bad-mouthing him all around town. And the power brokers in Philly were threatening to yank their support. The call rattled her. Quote, I just couldn't understand why he would call me right now and make it all about himself, distracting me with worry about hostile power brokers in the biggest city in the most important swing state. But that's not all. Kamala said it was reckless for Joe to run again, but she's still keeping up the cover-up, pretending Joe just got tired sometimes. Binder's not getting a pass. Kamala has the knives out, too. Quote, they had a huge comms team. They had Corinne Jean-Pierre briefing in the press room every day, but getting anything positive said about my work or any defense against untrue attacks was almost impossible. When Fox News attacked me on everything from my laugh to my tone of my voice to whom I dated in the 20s or claimed I was a DEI hire, the White House rarely pushed back with any of my actual resume. So how's Binder going to defend a DEI hire when she's a DEI hire? Kamala is going to throw all of her friends under the bus just to sell the book. Juicy gossip, that's the only way. Because the press tour so far is uninspiring.
If I had to describe my book, 107 Days, in just a few words, I